Boys. I'm back. MMT. Back like he never left. I went on a hiatus, but I'm back. And we had a lot of UFC action going down in the last couple of months that I need to catch up on. First of all, I want to remind you, you are a king. Don't ever forget that. Always hold your head high. You deserve to. Now, last, 2 nights ago, we had Dricus du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman. And I was excited about this matchup, man. This matchup was juicy because we had Kamaru Usman, who fared really well against Khamzat Chimaev. And Dricus du Plessis did not fare as well. Now, of course, the circumstances aren't the same. Kamaru stepped up last minute, so that definitely throws a curveball to the opponent, Khamzat in this case. And Usman's a much better wrestler than DDP. So, all those factors considered, I thought this matchup was going to be very interesting. Usman was outclassed all 5 rounds. It was 50-45, and I have zero doubts about that. And I saw some funny comments. Someone called Kamaru Marty Excuseman. I thought that was funny. That was a good one. I can't take credit for that. But I didn't like how he handled it. I get it. That champion mindset, it's hard to accept. That you're not the same, that you're not victorious, but what he said in the post-fight, man, what were the judges watching? 50-45. In my head, I'm like, so what? You'd rather it be like 48-47? Like, you still lost, bro. So who cares if it's closer or not? I mean, you still lost, and no one cares about if it was 48-47 or 50-45. I mean, it's still a loss. So I didn't like how he handled it, but I get it. He's a former champion, a legend, possibly the GOAT of that 170 division. My money's on GSP, but it was interesting but sad. I think Kamaru, he's having a hard time. He's 39 now. He's having a hard time really grappling with the fact he's done. I mean, he's done. Where do you go from here? When he was asked by DC, are you going to stay at 185? Or are you going to go back to 170? He was like, he doesn't even know what he wants. And that's dangerous as a fighter. You need to know what you want. Because if you don't, that's when bad things happen to you. And I would like to see Kamaru maybe get one more winnable matchup and ride off in the sunset. Because he deserves it. He's a GOAT. Love Kamaru. But DDP, man, looked fantastic. Really outclassed Kamaru. He looked so sharp. And, the way he fights, people call it slipping on a banana peel style. He really does fight so goofy, so unorthodox. But he's really effective, and I think he would fare a lot better in a rematch with Khamzat Chimaev. And he already beat the current champion, Sean Strickland, twice. So there's a lot of juicy build-up to either a rematch with Khamzat or a rematch with Strickland. So really enjoyed that. And then I have to talk about, of course, Conor McGregor making his return, his 5-year return. 5 years. And the last time we saw him, he broke his leg in half. And this time, on the very first move of the fight, tears his ACL. I'm not sure if that's actually the injury, but it seemed like the way when he was trying to move laterally, he couldn't. That's indicative of an ACL tear. It was just, man, heartbreaking to see a legend of the sport go out like that. And I think he'll fight under Zuffa Boxing. He'll get a nice, juicy payday. Maybe even rematch Floyd Mayweather under that Zuffa Boxing. It's going to be interesting, but, man, it was just hard to see Conor go out like that, man. Sad. But what do we expect? He's fighting at 170. He throws a jumping roundhouse kick, a move that he could have landed back when he was fighting at featherweight, and he was much more active and much more nimble and much more young. But a maneuver that at 170 with all that adrenaline pumping through your veins, you're not going to land the way that you should, and you're much more prone to an injury, and we saw it. And it's sad. It's sad to watch him go out like that, but I wouldn't mind seeing him make one more attempt and just try to fight a little smarter. Got the jitters out the way, and Max Holloway probably would have drowned him. Probably would have took him to deep waters and drowned him. I think that's the consensus. Everyone expected that to be the outcome. But, man, I just would have liked to see Conor go out on a shield. Super sad. But, yeah, those are the 2 main fights that happened recently I want to talk about. I appreciate you guys. MMT out.